and I'm back with another Clash of Clans video today. Today I want to show off how we are doing in Clan War League. So before I show the actual Clan War League that we're in, because it'll spoil everything, I just want to show the War Log real quick. So we were in, whatever, it goes all the way back to July, I guess it was the first month this was. But we just got promoted from Crystal 2 after being in there for 3 months. So realistically, our expectations were, well, this might sound stupid, but to win Crystal 1, but it might not be too realistic considering we just got promoted, but here we go. We actually won 5 of the past, well, 5 wars, and we're about to win the 6th. So realistically, we were not delusional when we thought we could win this one. So we are up about, well, close to 100 stars, and this is the dominant strategy that you gotta do in Clan War Leagues. Until everybody is max Town Hall 16s, like this is the strategy that you should do no matter what, and it'll really pay off. So what you do is I have 2 very rushed accounts. Well, that's not a good war to look at because it might be a little bit confusing, but War 3 here is a good one. So I have 2 rushed accounts, Franco 2 and Franco 3. And if we look at them, you guys probably already know the deal. I've explained this so many times, but they're Town Hall 15s, so I use the Hero Potion and Power Potion, and then I attack up top and I take the number 1 and 2. So obviously, I'm not 3-starring these top 2 guys, but the logic is to get 2 stars on these top 2 guys because the skill gap between 2 stars and 3 stars is so significant that probably even a Town Hall 13 or 12 would be able to 2-star a Town Hall 15 or 16. So you have the bottom 2 people or 3 people or 4 people, depending on how weak, how strong your clan is. 2-star these top 2 people. Obviously, we just do 2 of them because I have those 2 accounts, and I'm the leader, so I run the clan. It's just convenient. And then everybody below it gets to attack 2 below their mirror. So this number 1 guy is now attacking a Town Hall 15, and the hit rate jumps up significantly then because I guess some people just didn't do their attacks this war. It was a little sloppy, this Clan War Leagues, I'm not gonna lie. But the hit rates jump up significantly, and usually what would happen is the number 1's facing number 1. Sometimes you have a 2-star like 99%, but if we sacrifice these 2 stars all the way up top right away, the hit rates, as you can see, everybody's almost completely perfect, which just gives you such an advantage against everybody else that just tries to attack their mirrors, and you get 2 stars, 2 stars, like all this garbage that the enemy team is doing. It just happens, and that's what happens in Clan War League. So that's the strategy we've been doing. Everybody's just been shifting down to, and for the most part, everybody's been following it. And sometimes we do get lucky. Like I'm at Town Hall 15, like I said, on these accounts, and I boost the heroes and well, pets and troops, and I just go in with the Super Archer Blimp. I figure I'll show one of the attacks that I do, just because of how powerful Clan Castle troops are. And when you go in with this strategy, like, the only thing that's limited is the hero equipment level. So if you don't know, when you boost your heroes using the hero potion, you don't get max level hero equipment too. So I am technically weaker than a maxed out Town Hall 15, but using the Super Archer Blimp, it's such a dominant attack strategy. Or if you use like Root Riders or something. I don't have Root Riders unlocked on this account. My barracks only goes up to the Dragon, which is just kind of funny too. But if you have those troops unlocked, like realistically, you're attacking at very strong firepower. And sometimes I'm like, hey, I can even 3-star these bases, which is just another bonus. Having the bottom people 3-starring the top 2, so that everybody can just have a chill clan war. That war, like that individual war, and everybody attacks 2 down, and there's just way less pressure. And it's surprising we actually didn't perfect war this because there is a drawback to this. So one of the main things is when someone attacks lower, so for example, we have a Town Hall 16, Andrew in our clan, who's rushed and whatever, but every single war he pops his hero potion and power potion or whatever, and he's able to 3-star like the number 1 guy. Like this current war that we're in, he actually 3-starred the number 1 guy because, well, I'll get into what we did this current war. But, so he's very strong, but when people like that attack lower, then they think, oh, like I won't boost my troops or whatever, or I won't go really hard, because there's really not much need, like it's an easier base, and then sometimes they fail. So that is the one drawback, is sometimes the really good people who are like rushed, like the same as my bottom 2 accounts, fall into that trap of just not 3-starring, or not attacking to their full potential, and it comes up to backfire because they overshoot how weak they actually were, or how strong they actually thought they were. But if you see, I actually have a lot of firepower going through this base, so I make sure to upgrade my giant gauntlet on my king to the highest level because it's such an overpowered equipment, and it just carries through the base so much. But all my heroes are level 1, so I don't really ever have any hero down, so I always have all 4 heroes up, and I definitely recommend this strategy for literally any level you are in Clan War Leagues, except if you're in Champions League and you're all max Town Hall 16s, because then obviously it won't make that much of a difference, the bottom guy versus the top guy, because you're all max level, and that's just like a different game completely, because then everybody just attacks who they feel most confident in and everything. But that brings us to the current war. Current war, one of the guys, DM Goku here, he was like, hey, like, can we go for perfect war? Like, I know, like, I probably, Franco 2 and 3 can't 3-star these, well, definitely can't 3-star these maxed out Town Hall 16s, basically maxed out. I would be going for 2 stars, and he's like, hey, we already won. Let's just try to go for the perfect war. And I was like, you know what? That's a good idea. Let's do it. So this Andrew guy went in here on number 1 and just clutched the 3-star number 13. And this was right after, I guess I'll show his attack. So he uses the Angry Jelly he was theorizing with. Like, does the Angry Jelly go for heroes? And he tested it out, and I guess it does. I'm not really sure if that's what he used here, but he used the Angry Jelly on the Queen. And I feel like I have to show off this attack because it is very, like, revolutionary. Not even a lot of pros use this Angry Jelly, so I don't even understand the strategy myself. So he goes in with a Flame Flinger on one side and then a Queen Charge from the other and recalls the Queen. So now the Clan... I haven't watched this myself. Now the Clan Castle troops are headed to the Flame Flinger there. Let's go back to 1 high speed because I'm not really sure what's going to happen. Headed back to the Flame Flinger. He puts down 1 Wizard. Looks like just gonna take out. Oh, but then he has a defensive Super Dragon himself, and he goes in with the Super Bowler Smash attack, which is like what this guy does most of the time, and it is pretty strong. I mean, for not using Root Riders, I think it is one of the better attack strategies. But yeah, I mean, it's just a smash attack, and he goes through the core here. And what's funny is actually how I was saying we were just messing around this war. I was like, you know what? If you guys really want to go for the perfect war, like we can do it. We're up like 100 stars. We're not going to lose. The last 2 clans we're facing now are the 2 worst clans in the Clan War League. So we're like the 2 bottom, this number 7 and number 8. So I was like, realistically, there's not that much of a threat. So I was like, you know what? We'll start with our number 1 guy, and you can start on their number 1, and we'll see what happens. And the first time that we break the attack 2 down strategy, our number 1 gets like an 84% 2-star, and I'm like, you guys doubt this strategy. Like, everybody always has like, oh, what are we doing this war? Is our strategy to attack 2 down? I'm like, literally the very first time we don't do it, it backfires instantly. I'm like, see, like, you thought we were like all hot shit because we could like win a lot of the wars, but like it's like deceptive. Like, just because we're winning all the wars doesn't actually mean we're like that much better with attacking. That's one of the things you gotta come to in Clash of Clans. You gotta realize like how good you actually are. And like, I know our clan isn't like the greatest clan ever or whatever, and that's actually a lot of troops in this troop bar. But yeah, so this guy went in on the number 1, our number 1, and ended up 2-starring. So it kind of just like eliminated the whole thing of trying to go for this perfect war, which we can't anymore now. So it looks like we're gonna, like, now this war is kind of scrapped. Like, I don't even know what we're gonna do because most of the people did the 2 down strategy, and now it's a little bit screwed up because we're missing an attack. But hey, I don't think it'll really matter at this point. And if you don't know, one of the main things is we actually have to win this Clan War League. So if we take a look back here and hit info, so when you hit Crystal 1, it doesn't actually say here, but I looked it up in the Clash of Clans wiki. So all the lower Clan War Leagues, from Bronze 3, if anybody's even in that one, all the way up to Crystal 2, 2 clans get promoted and 2 clans get relegated. But when you hit Crystal 1, actually only 1 clan gets promoted. And Masters 3, all the way up to whatever, Champion 1, or Champion 2 technically, every single time, only 1 clan gets promoted. So it is even more cutthroat up here that we actually win. I think we were going to secure it. So next Clan War League will be in Masters 3, and hopefully we just maintain. I don't think we'll be able to win Masters 3 by any means, but maybe. But yeah, so if you don't know, then every Crystal 1, Masters 3, Masters 2, Masters 1, Champion 3, Champion 2, only one clan gets promoted, but still two get demoted. So it makes it even more competitive at those higher clan war leagues. So, hey, it's another reason to show that this attack 2 down strategy is just so dominant in clan war leagues. And obviously in Champions 1, nobody gets promoted. You just maintain because there's no Champion 0 or there's no Titan League. Which is a little bit funny. But yeah, I mean, that's it for our Clan War League strategy and everything. I did want to show off some of my progress in my base here. It has been a little while since I've made a video covering this, but first we can look at my how many walls I have done. So I have 149 walls done, and I have been getting this wall grind completed pretty quick, but I do have something I have to tell you guys. So it's not what you think. It's not like I spent money in the game or anything. I'm still free to play. I've never done that. But I'm kind of getting a little bit burnt out of Clash of Clans, and I thought I would never really say that. But it's just one of those things, and people are built differently in this game. Some people like to farm. Like, I've been farming down here in Crystal 1 for the past, like, I don't know, a couple weeks, and my whole logic is to, like, get the wall grind done and get caught up on my dark elixir for the heroes, but it's kind of like a little bit boring to me. Like I can only tap on collectors and sneaky goblins so often, and it's annoying during clan war leagues at least too, because then I have to train up my E-Drags again. I have to train up for all the enemy clan castles. So maybe that's why I'm getting a little bit burnt out, because I have to constantly switch armies, and I feel like I'm constantly just waiting for my army to be trained, and it's just like it's kind of boring. And I kind of came to the conclusion that like either I'm gonna start enjoying farming with sneaky goblins again after clan war leagues. I'll give it another shot, or I think I'm just gonna push back up to Legends League. I know a lot of people either love farming and hate Legends League, or love Legends League and hate farming. And I've always been the person that's loved Legend League and has never really farmed back since at least 2016, when there wasn't really farming. Everybody farmed, and trophy push was kind of different. But I've never really been one to like farm in Clash of Clans, and my logic was like finish off all the walls and whatever. But there's also the benefit of getting the hero equipment up in Legend League, and I also kind of get a lot of satisfaction from doing the 8 attacks a day. Like, I just think it's pretty cool. Like, you log on, do your 2 attacks like 4 times a day, and then that's it. Like, it prevents you from overplaying and all this stuff. And I just feel like I'm waiting so long to train all these armies, and then I'm swapping from Sneaky Goblins to my Electro Dragons, or Queen Walk Electro Dragons. I don't just spam Electro Dragons, because people do that to farm as well. But I don't really know how much longer I'm going to be sticking with Sneaky Goblins, and it's just because it's like a personal thing. Like I just don't find it as fun, and maybe that's why I haven't uploaded as much in these videos. Just because I'm like almost not really getting burnt out. Like I don't think I'll ever get burnt out of Clash of Clans. I love this game, and I love making obviously YouTube videos about it too. But I just like. I don't really think it's my thing, and it might hinder my wall progress, but like walls are kind of pointless. It's almost just like a flex, and Legends League isn't even that bad. Like you don't get rated for that much. Well, you don't get rated for any loot up there, and with the current economy, with like the new collector levels, like, I think I'll be fine for loot to upgrade at least 2 walls between every builder. I don't think it'll be that much of an issue up in Legends League. So obviously the game is balanced and everything, but yeah, I think I am going to start my push up to Legends League. Honestly, I might not even wait any longer. I might just push up today, pop a training potion, and just push all the way up there, because you can definitely do that in like a day. It's not that hard when you just constantly get 3 stars with just E-Drags. I mean, it might take a little bit. I might start my slow push up and farm all the way back up to Champions. That's what I think I am going to do, and then make the actual push from just like high Champions probably all the way through Titan, because Titan has shit loot, all the way up to Legends. But I did want to show off, I actually have, well, this might be a weird way to introduce this, but I have one more book of heroes. And you know what that means? I'm going to be using it on the Archer Queen, and if you can't tell from all these jumble up heroes, which is actually kind of annoying. I don't know why I have them all close to each other, but my queen is level 89. I am 1 level away from maxing out the queen, and that is one of the positives of staying down here for farming loot, is I just get a shit ton of dark elixir, and I just can't wait to finally max out my queen, and then I think I might start the push back up to Legends League. Just because I don't need as much Dark Elixir. I won't really be using books on anything other than the Royal Champion occasionally, and I'll constantly have the King upgrading and a pet. But I think it'll be sustainable up in Legends League. I'm not exactly sure, but I mean, it's worth a try. But I thought it would be really cool to max out my Queen which was the max level about 5 months ago, which is kind of cool. So it's kind of cool to have a hero max for the game, which will be pretty soon after I finish farming up enough Dark Elixir to do it and have a builder open. Like I was saying, like I don't like farming because it feels like a lot of waiting, and it's not just waiting for the armies to train; it's also just waiting for the builders. Like I max out all my storages. I must have done like 4 attacks. I max out all my storages, and then I'm just like waiting for my builder to open. I'm like, well, I guess I can't play Clash of Clans for like the rest of the day, and I'm just like wait, like there's literally nothing to do when you're down here. Like at least in Legends League, it's like, oh, I should still get in my Legends League attacks for like whatever the equipment or like to maintain my trophies. But like this is just like, oh well, I guess I just sit here and I guess I'm just gonna wait a day because I had this builder open in 2 days and I just basically waited a day and like half-ass attacked and I'm already almost full on loot. Like loot is just so easy to get when you're using sneaky goblins that it's just like kind of crazy. But yeah, I mean I think that's all I wanted to cover in this video. I will make another video updating, well, which we are, but if we are going to win our Clan War Leagues matchup, which I think is very like I think there's a very good chance we do. But yeah, that's it for the video. Thank you guys for watching and I will see you in the next one. Peace.